Hi and Assalamualaikum. We are Group 1 from Tech 1. We'll be presenting our survey entitled How Often Do You Engage in Social Media or Online Networking? We'll be starting with self-introduction first. My name is Wan Kistina binti Wan Abdullah. Student ID is 22003159.
Hi, my name is Aaron Iman Kennedy. My ID number is 220000798.
Hi, my name is Nur Alia Maisara binti Azahan. Student ID 22004143.
Hello, my name is Farid Ali Rifami Farid Adli. My student ID is 22004676.
And my name is Muhammad Ajaizan bin Azri with my ID 22005577. And with that, let's proceed to our presentation.
So we pick the question number 4, which is how often do you post content or updates on social media? So based on this question, we have 4 options, which is never, rarely, sometimes, and always. So for option never, we have 5 responses. Rarely, we got 30 responses. And sometimes we got 34 responses. And the option always, we got 10 responses.
We can assume that never is equals to 1, rarely is equals to 2, sometimes is equals to 3, and always is equals to 4. So you can divide them into 2 groups, which are numbers and frequency. So if you look at the equation, you can just 1 times 5 plus 2 times 30 plus 3 times 34 plus 4 times 10 divided with the total of frequency. And if you calculate that, you will get 207 over 79, which if you calculate that, you will get 2.62 for the min. Onwards to the mode. So you can see that never with 5 responses, rarely is 30 responses, sometimes is 34 responses, and always with 10 responses. So you can say that the mode is sometimes because it has the most frequent responses amongst all of them with 34 responses. For the median, you can divide them into 3 groups, which are numbers, frequency, and cumulative frequency. For the numbers and frequency, you can just write them back as usual. But for cumulative frequency, you must take the first frequency and plus that with the next frequency. For an example, 5 plus 30, you will get 35. 35 plus 34, you will get 69. And 69 plus 10, you will get 79. 79 is an odd number, so you must use the equation n plus 1 divided by 2. So just put that in the equation, 79 plus 1 divided by 2, you will get 80 divided by 2 equals to 40. As you can see, 35 is the maximum cumulative frequency for rarely, so rarely cannot be the median, but for sometimes the maximum cumulative frequency is 69, so you can say that the median is sometimes.
We use bar chart to represent the data. The bar chart illustrates the distribution of how often people posting on social media, with the x-axis representing the types of answers and the y-axis indicating the responses on a scale from 0 to 40. Moving on, the standard deviation is 5.19 after we substitute all the data in variance formula as shown in the slides. There is another formula that personally less complicated, which is the sum of xi minus the mean of the data squared over n minus 1. Xi represent each of the frequency. Then the answer need to be square root to get the standard deviation.
Moving on next is to our question number 5, which is, how often do you engage with other people's posts or comments on social media? A total of 4 response answers never, 29 response voted for rarely, 34 response said sometimes, and a balance of 12 response voted for always.
The mean for the second question is we take the number of options times each frequency and we add all those together, and then we divide it by the total number of total frequency. That we get 2.68. Next is we have the mode, which is the most frequent, which is 34 responses, which is sometimes. Next, we have the median, which is by using the formula n plus 1 over 2, is the total cumulative frequency, which is 79 plus 1 over 2, and we get the answer, which is 14, which is our median.
We use pie chart to represent the data of our question number 5. Always is 15.2%, never is 5.1%, rarely is 36.7%, and sometimes is 43%. The standard deviation is 5.16 by using the same formula to find variance and standard deviation for ungrouped data. So that's all from us. Thank you.